Hey guys, this is Eliza from Dusk Angel Reads and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about the books that I want to reread before the end of 2018.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side.
So I've got 6 books here that I wanted to reread. One of them I've already started and then the other one is the sequel to it. So we'll start with those. So first off, Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco. I am currently rereading this and then at some point soon I'll be rereading Hunting Prince Dracula in preparation for Escaping from Houdini coming out. So the first time I read these, I listened to both on audiobook. I've actually read Stalking Jack the Ripper twice and I loved them. I still love them, and now I am rereading via the physical books. I'm really enjoying it. I'm tabbing away in there, loving it so far. But yeah, I'm really keen to reread both these and I'm really keen for Escaping from Houdini to come out. So next I'll talk about the other ones that I'm rereading because the sequel's coming out and I want like a refresher. So first off we have Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. For this one, The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy is coming out the end of this month, I believe, the 24th or something I think it is. That's the date for Australia, New Zealand, UK, and I'm pretty sure it's coming out on the 2nd of October in the US. But yeah, so I want to reread Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue before The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy comes out. I'm really keen to reread this. Both times, well, I read it the first time via physical book. I'm reading again via physical book. I did have the audiobook on Scribe, but since the new situation with Scribe, I no longer have access to it. So I'll be reading physically. Really keen to reread this one. So keen for The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy. Also with Ladies Guide, the YA Book Nerds is holding a group read in October for the Ladies Guides to Petticoat and Piracy. Our discussion for that one will be in early November. I wanted to give enough time so that way you guys had some time to read and also had some time to get your hands on the book. Because like if you're like me and live in Australia and don't want to pay an arm and a leg, then you have to order from Book Depository. And that takes like near 2 weeks to get here. So I gave like a little bit extra time than I usually would for our group reads, well, for our book of the months. But yeah, so if you want to join our discussion, then you're more than welcome. The link to the YA Book Nerds is down below. So the next one is Mask of Shadows by Lindsay Miller. Again, rereading because the sequel, Ruin of Stars, came out a couple days ago. Should have been in the mail today according to my Australia Post app, but hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. But yeah, so I want to reread Mask of Shadows before I get a hold of Ruin of Stars. Well, maybe not before I get a hold of it, but before I read Ruin of Stars. I did originally listen to this one on audiobook and I want to reread via the physical book. And also, this cover is gorgeous. It is so nice. So yes, super keen to get in and do a reread of this one, as like I do remember I loved it but I can't remember details. The next one is another of the same situation. The sequel's coming out very soon and I listened to this one on audiobook and I want to do a reread, and that is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. This one, the book isn't coming out until November, I think, the sequel. Hey, I just realized there's a map in here. That's cool. I haven't actually opened this because I listened to it on audiobook. You don't get maps in audiobooks. But yeah, I'm really keen to give The Last Magician another read. I loved this book. This is a book with time travel. And basically there is this girl who's like an expert thief. And she goes back in time to steal this thing to prevent the magician from, you know, destroying everything. So, really interesting. Really love it. Can't wait for the sequel and can't wait to reread. And also, this is like an extremely floppy paperback. How satisfying is that? Now, this is the only one that I'm rereading not in anticipation for the sequel because the sequel is not out for a while yet. I wish it was, but it's not for a while. This book is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnston. This is a YA mystery thriller thing situation. This one I read via audiobook, absolutely loved it. Like, I love murder mysteries and I'm not like that far into like the thriller genre. Like I've only read one, maybe. I don't know, is this the only thriller I've read? I think this is the only thriller I've read, but I really enjoyed it, and this was also the pick for the YA Book Nerds for our mystery book of the month for September. So I'm rereading so that way I can write the discussion questions, but also I'm so keen to reread because I really enjoyed this book and I really want to read it again. So there's that, and also kind of anticipation for the sequel, but the sequel's not like a couple months away now. So yeah, I think that's all the books that I want to reread before the end of 2018. If you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them in the comments, or if you plan to read them, let me know if you're going to join our discussion for either the Ladies Guide to Petticoats and Piracy or Truly Devious over on the YA Book Notes. Again, link down below. It's always there. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
All we'll ever trust, yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left.